Which of these cameras do you want to look at next?
Let's look at the Autoframer group framing camera.
I see this one has a slightly different shape, but I do see a little camera in the base.
Yes, it works very similar to the Auto Tracker camera in the fact that that wide-angle camera in the base serves as a reference. Now with the Autoframer camera, it's going to detect all of the faces versus finding a single face. That way that top camera will adjust as people enter the space, as they move around in the room, and as people leave the room.
So placement with Auto Tracker is really important. Is it the same with this camera?
Correct. While the Auto Tracker is typically placed in the back of the room, the Autoframer is a front of room camera. It's typically placed 4 to 6 feet off of the ground. That's usually underneath a monitor or between dual displays. Typically, you want to make sure that it can see everybody at the table, so it should be placed center to the table, and you want to make sure it has an unobstructed line of sight to everybody's face.
What about the distance?
The wide-angle reference camera in the base of the Autoframer has an 86-degree horizontal field of view. Unlike the Auto Tracker camera where you're always zooming in, the Autoframer also has to be all the way zoomed out on that top PTZ camera. You want to take a look at the field of view of the top PTZ camera when you're specifying this into rooms as well. It has a 72.9-degree horizontal field of view. This all translates into the recommendation that you want to make sure that the closest participant that you need to capture in that full view is at least 5 feet away from the camera.
And what about a maximum distance?
The camera has a 12x optical zoom, so you're able to get a nice, clear close-up of somebody who's sitting about 25 feet away. We recommend that this camera be placed with the furthest participant from 5 to 25 feet away.
Can this one be mounted upside down?
Nope, it needs to be mounted right side up, just like the Auto Tracker camera.
Is there anything different about the tracking and blocking zones?
Nope, it's the same as the Auto Tracker camera, so you're going to create that framing zone, and you're also going to have up to 8 blocking zones.
The back of this one looks a little different.
The biggest difference here is USB. The camera can output video over USB 3 and can be controlled over USB as well. You want to make sure that you're bringing the camera into a USB 3.0 device. Also, if you are going to run this camera over a long distance, there is the HD SDI output, so you could convert that close to whatever you're bringing it into with an SDI to USB converter. There's also DVI HDMI as an option. You also have the option to upgrade to include NDI HX, and you would use the same cables as the Auto Tracker.
How about power and control?
All the same as the Auto Tracker with the addition of the USB control.